The man limped, stumbling over to a homeless guy, and tossed a gold coin, one that could save his life, right into the guy's beat-up cup. Before the homeless man could even react, he grabbed the dirty blanket off his shoulders, laid down on the ground, and passed out cold. The homeless man barely glanced at the coin in his cup, and instantly knew what was going on. He yanked out a ragged tarp, threw it over the man, then went right back to begging like nothing happened. Not a flicker. A moment later, two killers dressed as janitors tracked them down. But before they could even figure out where the target was, they went down like two bags of trash, taken out clean by two other homeless men hiding in the shadows. When the man opened his eyes again, he was lying in a morgue. Two dead assassins were next to him. His bullet wounds and knife cuts had all been properly stitched up. This man, hunted by every crime syndicate and corporate power on the planet, was the one they all feared in the underworld, the boogeyman himself, John Wick. And now he was trapped, cornered on all sides, nothing more than a carefully designed pawn in a high-stakes power game. A lot of people say, this is just mindless violence, but only the ones who really get it understand the soul beneath it. A blood oath isn't loyalty, it's a leash around a killer's neck. The high table isn't order, it's a tool for the powerful to rule. The Continental's sacred rule was never about protecting the weak, it was about keeping the jungle's law intact. All he wanted was to hold on to his wife's memory, and live like an ordinary man, but they destroyed his home, forced him to honor a debt, hunted him to the edge of the earth, used their so-called rules to push him into a corner with no way out. He never pulled the trigger for the thrill of killing. He did it to break free of a life he never chose. Breaking the rules wasn't about disrespecting order, it was about fighting back against injustice. He became the world's #1 enemy, not because he was evil, but because he refused to be their puppet. The scariest thing in this world is never the violence itself, it's loyalty held hostage, rules twisted into weapons, and boundaries crushed into dust. John showed everyone, in the most extreme way possible, I'll play by your rules, but you don't get to bury me with them. I'll walk away and stay quiet, but you don't get to cut off my road back. I'll accept my fate, but I'll never let you carve me up like meat. Underneath all that violence is a spine of steel. Inside all that gunfire is a line he won't cross. In the middle of absolute hell is something still human. That's the real soul of the John Wick universe. That's why John Wick is a legend.